it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
I'm Danielle. I don't know about her.
And my name is Kara.
We are fingers crossed.
And this week we have a special edition for y'all. What are we going to be talking about this week?
Budgeting, because you know we gotta be able to budget in order to get this house.
My favorite word in the world is budget. I love to live on a budget.
Her favorite word is cheap.
Step one.
Number one, track. You should definitely be tracking how much money you spend within a 2-month time frame.
Yes.
Look at how you live your life in 1 month, and then you look at how you live your life in the next month, so then you can take all of that and do an average of approximately what kind of lifestyle you live, what your bills look like, what you do on a day-to-day basis. It can either be Microsoft Excel, where you're putting it into a spreadsheet.
I like to use Microsoft Excel.
Or you could write it down in a notebook. I actually have something that I would think would be easier than sitting there and having to track for 2 months. I also use this other app called Rocket Money. When I put in all of my cards, it automatically pulls up every single thing that I've spent since for months. I've got it actually for years.
Number two.
Assign an amount.
So that means you think about every expense that you have, whether it's rent, mortgage, car note, car insurance, phone bill, Verizon. I'm saying Verizon, but it don't have to be Verizon. Wi-Fi, whatever it is, and you write it down in a list, and then you assign a dollar amount.
Yeah, I definitely try to break it down between bills and lifestyle. So for me, the bills
and lifestyle is part of your bills, ain't it?
Lifestyle is not part of your bills. Your lifestyle can change.
What? I'm confused. What does that mean?
So your bills are things like that you have to pay every single month. And then I have my separate category of lifestyle. We all have different lifestyles.
So I just have one section under my expense list that's miscellaneous, and that is for anything that's outside of my bills. $200 is my miscellaneous budget. And that has to include lifestyle. So if I want to go out to brunch, or I want to do wherever or whatever, it has to be under $200.
So I wish I could live the way my sister lives. So my lifestyle is not like her lifestyle. Because I don't know if it's because we have different careers. I don't know if it's because we are different types of people. Like I said, she's cheap.
I'm not cheap.
I enjoy eating out a lot. I enjoy taking trips.
Okay.
You know, I enjoy
Doesn't
going
mean
to
that I
the
don't
movies.
enjoy taking trips. I just want to put myself in a position that I can take as many trips a year as I want in the future.
Kara, how many trips have you taken in the last couple of years?
1.5.
Okay, exactly. I've taken like 6 or 7. So we move very, very differently because we move. because we move so differently. If you were to look at a breakdown of how we spend our money, our lifestyles would look very different.
And if you had to wrap all that up into a miscellaneous budget, what would be your monthly miscellaneous budget? Food, events, whatever.
Okay,
concerts,
so the monthly miscellaneous budget is about $950.
In 1 month.
In 1 month.
Can you adopt me?
Yeah.
Can I be your dependent?
So I did a breakdown. So there's something called the 50-30-20 rule, which I'm trying very, very hard to follow, but I can't do the 50-30-20 because of the high amount of bills that I have.
Just like a person should know their body count off the top of their head, you should know your budget off the top of your head. You should know the dollar amount that you need to make every single month in order to be able to pay your bills, in order to save, in order to do whatever you need to do on a daily basis. So if you don't know that number,
I would definitely say that sometimes I can be kind of impulsive.
Danielle decided to take an impromptu trip. Where did you go last weekend?
I had to see my man Usher.
How did you pay for that trip?
Let's not talk about
No, like, did you pay cash, debit?
I just lived off my credit card for those two days. But I do know that coming back, I'm going to cut back on some of the lifestyle I usually have so I can make sure that I pay.
Was it worth it?
Of course it was worth it. It's Usher.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I'm
since I was 10 years old. If you're seeing this, I want you to know I'll be here for you if you ever need a shoulder to cry on.
All right, you need to stop. I, on the other hand, had brunch plans with my friends, and I created a budget for myself as to how much I wanted to spend.
Definitely took a look at the drink menu, but these drinks are like $16, $17. Yeah, out of my budget. So I will not be getting a drink today.
A drink was a no for me. And then I also tallied up what New York restaurant tax was, which is 8.875. I Googled it. New York restaurant tax is 8.875%. I ain't playing with y'all.
You went over $40, $11. You went over $40.
What?
Tax alone is $11.
What is this? That's some bread?
So Kara is extra.
That's not extra. Listen, I know what I know. The fried chicken and toast is $23. Then 1/3 of the gratuity, 1/3 of the tax, and then 1/3 of the pull apart honey and butter. So
Okay. Don't go out with this girl.
I spent $38.15. I was under budget. I was under budget. My budget was $40 and I was under budget.
It's really important that she does it because she doesn't have the not regular, what's the word I'm looking for? She doesn't have
Traditional income.
She does not have traditional income the way that I have traditional income. I'm getting paid every 2 weeks.
Well, I have some traditional income, but Daniel has a salary. I don't have a salary. So.
What traditional income do you have?
I have W-2 income. That's traditional. I just don't
But
have
on
a
a
salaried.
weekly-
I don't have a salaried full-time job.
But
I have
every week.
traditional
So
income.
when you say traditional income, though, are you talking about?
It's on.
Are you
set
saying every
pay
week
schedule.
you're getting paid?
If I work,
Exactly, but that's the
it's
point. I'm saying
bi-weekly. If I work, then I get paid.
Step 3 is pay your ish.
Pay your bills.
Pay your
I don't want to hear
bills.
any excuses.
Yes.
No excuses can be made. When it's time to pay a bill,
No.
whether it's the 1st of the
No.
month or the 15th of the month, pay your bill.
Okay, the very last step,
Step
4, is evaluate.
Ooh, yes.
So at the end of every single month,
Mhm.
I definitely sit down and I take a look at all of my bills. I look at my spending habits and I look
Okay.
to see if there's anything that I need to change. I
Ah.
look to see if there's anything like maybe I should
Yeah.
be putting more money to the side for
Yeah.
something, or maybe I should be cutting back on a subscription.
Evaluate
And make changes.
Evaluate, communicate, and educate. Because you evaluate your own stuff, you communicate with other people, and then you educate someone else.
So you just tacking on a whole other 3 steps. Do you want to just turn step 4 into evaluate, communicate, and educate?
Evaluate, communicate, and
So
educate.
those are the 4 steps to budgeting. Like we
Yes.
said, track, assign an amount,
Yes.
pay your ish,
Yes.
and then definitely evaluate, evaluate, communicate, educate.
Know your body count. Know your budget.
I don't know about you, but we gonna be rich. So I ain't stressed about all that.
We're going to be rich.
We will be rich.
Well, thank you for
Yes.
tuning in today. Please give us a like, subscribe,
Share, comment.
hit that bell for that notification.
Deuces!
Peace.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma.